During his reign as a Roman emperor, Trajan built a number of benefactions. One of the most famous creations, known as Trajan's Column, can still be seen today. To understand why Trajan had the column built, we must first take into consideration the place of benefaction in Roman society. Benefactions were public gifts from wealthy Romans. They were quite expensive and would reflect the prestige of the benefactor. These benefactions included aqueducts, public buildings, and other structures that could be used on a daily basis or simply admired by the Roman people. The structures would often include artwork that depicted imagery desired by the benefactor. Although the benefactions often provided some type of service to the Roman people, they also served another purpose. They provided a permanent memorial to the benefactor and could be used to ensure the continuation of one's legacy. Ensuring the legacy of an emperor was no easy task, and the complexity of Trajan's column demonstrates the colossal effort that went into these benefactions. To construct the column, 29 blocks of Luna marble were mined in northern Italy. They had to be shipped to Rome, which was a complicated job considering the blocks weighed between 25 to 77 tons each, the total weight of the column being over 1,100 tons. The base of the column was made up of 8 large marble blocks. These provided the foundation and included an entrance to the stairs that spiraled through the center. On top of the base, 20 marble drums were placed to form the shaft. This was no easy task since it required the lifting of multi-ton rocks. The Romans solved this issue by creating a special lifting tower just to get the heavy blocks into the correct place. With the usage of the lifting tower, the Romans successfully finished Trajan's column in 113 CE. The column was surrounded by other buildings constructed as part of Trajan's benefactions. The design of the column utilizes multiple spiral features. On the outside, a spiral runs up the column and is filled with various scenes depicting Trajan's reign. Originally, these may have been able to be seen in more detail from the roofs of adjacent libraries. The internal design complements the external with a spiral staircase that winds from the bottom of the tower to the top viewing balcony. Windows were meticulously placed once every quarter turn. These windows provided light and were designed to allow those inside to see the sky. The top of the column was originally adorned with a large bronze statue of Emperor Trajan until it was later replaced by a statue of St. Peter. Here we have an example scene from the outside spiral that goes the length of the tower. Depicted here is Emperor Trajan speaking to his soldiers. You can see him above them on the left, surrounded by his generals as he talks to the troops. Much of the outside of the tower depicts the Roman war with the Dacians, and how Trajan eventually led Rome to victory. Each scene was carefully selected and depicts the legacy that Trajan wanted. He wanted to be seen as an emperor that led Rome to victory and great wealth. This wealth is not only shown by the scenes depicted, but also the structure of the column itself, with that magnificent bronze cap all the way down to the massive marble base. The location of the column was set in the heart of Rome, where the rest of Trajan's Forum was built. The column was set between 2 libraries, where it is likely people were able to go to the roof for a better view of the art. The central location of the column and its positioning between 2 grand libraries demonstrates its importance to Trajan. With such a great effort required to construct the column and its prime positioning in Rome, it begs the question, what was its true purpose? Trajan's column depicts his victory over the Dacians and shows the emperor as vital to the campaign and well respected by his men. The column is also a display of wealth, as its construction was complicated and lengthy, with the materials required being very expensive. Combined with the rest of Trajan's Forum, it demonstrated his greatness as an emperor. Trajan's bronze statue sat at the top of complementary upward spirals, both external and internal. This shows the rise of Trajan through his victories and how he was now at the top. Perhaps the most important reason it was built was to be Trajan's tomb. We do not know for sure if he built the column specifically with this outcome in mind, but when he died, it was decided that his ashes were to be placed under the column. This means that it is more than just one of his benefactions. It also serves as a monument showing the final resting place of Trajan. Unfortunately, the exact location of his remains are unknown, as they are no longer inside the column. Although the statue at the top of Trajan's column has been changed, most of its original look has been preserved. It still fulfills its role today as a benefaction by remaining a permanent reminder of the reign of Emperor Trajan.